So I'm almost 100% positive that the vast majority of Westerners have never heard of a Xiaowu. And I was among that majority for a very long time. We understand that there are many different instruments that from different regions of the world that have come to light over the past few decades, thanks to, modernization, technology, YouTube as well. Such things like the exotic instruments like the oud, the ney. To stay specific to China, we've seen videos now of the xiao, the bao, hursu, erhu, zonghu, the pipa, and many different instruments from varying regions of China and so many others of the world. But what many people fail to realize is that although these instruments have come to be known at an international level, when it comes to regional localities, they can vary a lot. And that's essentially what the Xiaowu is. It's an extended bao. The video which I saw, the extended bao, looks nothing like the one that I have now. I honestly don't know where that one is from and who makes it or what specifications it has and stuff, but that is also an extended bao. Yeah, this one that I have is quite different, but it performs excellently. It does the job. I obviously enjoy playing with it. The sky's the limit when it comes to what is possible. Many people say that the bao and hulusin are indeed limited in terms of what they can do. I disagree. I will say that they do have their limitations, but so does every single instrument. A lot of Western music can easily be played on the ocarina, which only has an octave and 4 notes. The bao and hulusin are able to perform this almost the same amount of notes that a normal standard 12-hole ocarina can. I do understand where certain people are coming from when they say that, which is why I got an extended one, the Xiaowu. It still plays the same notes as a normal Bawu or Hulusun. It just added more. Not only that, it is capable of playing 4 different scales. So this is the finger chart that is sent with each of the Xiaowu orders. I don't read Chinese. But I have a rough idea of what this says. This one is known as the 5 fingering table. So the 5 scale is the the standard note. And it starts here. So I have the notes G, A, B, C, D, E, F sharp, G. That's the 5 scale. The next one is the 1 scale. That would be the scale that starts on the lowest note, which would be the lowest note on the Bawu or Hulusen. On the Xiaowu, it is not. But this is where it starts. So you have D, E, F sharp, G, A, B, C sharp, depends on the microtonals that you want to use, and D. And then add and subtract the other notes that come across that scale. So right here, the 2 scale is the next one on the other side. This one you kind of have to be careful, because here, this is where it starts to say you want to have an underblown breath when you're playing some of these notes. And it starts with one of those notes. It starts in the key of C. This is the 2 scale. The key of C for the G Xiaowu. It's obviously going to be different for the others. So you start here, C, but underblown. And then you go to D and you blow with a sharper force. Then go up to E. So that's the basis of it. So you go C, underblown, D, sharp blown, E, F, G, A, B, and C. Give or take whatever microtonals you want to use, but this would be the last note of the scale, the C major scale. And add or subtract the remaining notes. Finally, what you have is the 4 scale. Now the 4 scale is one of the more interesting ones, is here it makes full range of the entire Xiaowu, going from the lowest note all the way to the top. In this Xiaowu, the lowest note plays A. So it'll be the A major scale. So the lowest note, once again, underblown. You don't blow full force, you underblow as softly as possibly as you can, enough for the note to sound. Starts with A, then you go to B, and then you start with the sharper blown, C sharp. Then you go to D, then E, then F sharp, and here you do G sharp. Once again, depends on the microtonals. And finally A. Already with this instrument, it can cover 4 major scales on the entirety of its length. And that's excluding the minor scales, the 7th scales, and any others that exist in music. Which is pretty incredible. Yeah, I love this instrument. We've already gone over the scales and the notation and everything that basically makes the Xiaowu the Xiaowu. What about some background about it? Well, I don't think I have any authority to talk about this gentleman. Mainly because 1, I'm not worthy, and 2, I think it's better if he explains it himself. Unfortunately, I have no way of contacting him directly as he lives in China. I've tried a few methods of communication, but so far none have succeeded. So I'm just gonna do my best to read off from what he has presented on Taobao. From my best understanding of what he has written, his name is Li Kai. He was born on January 30th, 1971. Happy future birthday, sir. He's from Wuhe County in Bengbu City, Anhui Province. And what he marks all of this Xiaowu is his pen name, Li Qi. Currently in his hometown, or rather home county, he is a teacher at number 4 middle school. He is certified in 2 bachelor's degrees as well. He has a diploma in Chinese education, and he also has a diploma in music education. Li Qi is also a member of the National Hulusi and Bao Committee. He serves on that committee as a Hulusi grade examiner, or for the examination for professional players. He's also a member of the Chinese National Orchestral Society. So he's a pretty big deal over there. Much respect, sir. From what I understand, starting in 2005, that's when he began to devote himself to the development, or rather, the production and the reform, as he calls it, of the national musical instrument, the hulusi. In 2006, that's when he obtained the patent to develop the wide-range hulusi. From there, he continued to improve on it. From there, it actually took him 3 years to make major advancements in the development of the wide-range hulusi, but also the bao. Within the 3 years, that's when he began to make the extended baos. And they not only improved the range of the traditional bao and the traditional hulusi, but also the way they could approach musical arrangements. And currently, he is a holder of 5 patents. 4 are regarding the hulusi and the extended bao, the Xiaowu, and he has another one for the flute. These accomplishments in and of themselves had gained him recognition among professors and researchers of the National Hulusi and Bao Committee. And of course, it's since 2007 that he really began expanding on production of these instruments. Not only that, he's also tried to do a lot of online teaching in his home province. Both the production of these Xiaowu musical instruments and the promotion of the Bao and Hulusi musical instruments in the classroom and online teaching earned him the Excellent Instructor Award from the Chinese National Orchestral Society in 2009. After these great achievements, specifically with the Bao and Hulusi, it's when he made these, as we know them today, the Xiaowu. This is, of course, not without its difficulties, but he mentions that he had a lot of support from friends and family, and a lot of people were very enthusiastic about the new instruments, which is what pushed him further to make more. He promotes these instruments, the Xiaowu, to be exquisite and elegant in appearance. They're easy to blow, easy to carry, easy to practice even, and he's not wrong with that. I personally believe that these tick all the marks. These have certainly garnered a large following in China. I have found a few websites where there are loads of videos where quite a few people playing these instruments. So once again, in China, this has become a pretty big deal. As far as I know, based on what has been said, teachers are quite happy with these, especially regards to teaching the students how to perform with these instruments, traditional songs as well as expanded songs. And it's essentially formed a community over there. I have noticed a bit of a drop-off regarding videos of the Xiaowu performing online, which is a bit of a shame, but it still comes up from time to time. But regardless of that, I'm pretty sure Professor Li Qi is very, very happy with what he's accomplished. One more thing, he makes them all by hand. Yes, the man is a musical engineer, all based on his own personal design. As far as I know, he has built about 4 types of 9-hole Xiaowu and 3 types of 10-hole Xiaowu. This one is indeed marked as a 10-hole. Something I should mention is that he is not the only one that makes these instruments. The thing is, because it's such a niche community, some developments didn't start from other creators until 2014. So Li Qi is one of the first creators, as well as one of the few that I believe has perfected the method of making this instrument. It's definitely quite an instrument to play and enjoy. I really, really like them. I assume this is what we will be talking about. Yep, I think it is. So, wow, an unboxing video already. Didn't expect this. Always have the sharp end away from your body. One last cut. This is exactly what I was waiting for. You put this away now. All done. Alright, now we'll go over each of these one by one. I'd like to thank Superbuy for organizing, inspecting, and shipping out all of these items to me. This is not a sponsored video from them. I'm just saying thank you to all the agents that have put in their hard work and time to make sure that everyone gets their merchandise out, especially in these difficult times. I'd like to especially thank Evan Liu, the inspector for these items. So Evan, thank you very much. And we'll go into these other ones. As expected. Alright, so this is the first one we just received. Has markings in D. So D tone Xiaowu. We'll open those in a second. Feels a little heavier. Here we go. Another metal Xiaowu. We'll inspect this one a little further once we get it open and connect it. First, I'd like to get these open and out of the way. That way we have time to analyze all of them. But finally, this is the one that's famous. This one is in the key of C, and it is quite beautiful. It's more intricately designed, actually. Really nice. Setting that one aside again for now. This box we can worry about later. It's good enough for now. So why Xiaowu? Why specifically this video about it? Well, I found out about Bao and Hulse just looking into different types of musical presentations that had come across the internet. I thought, well, I kind of do want an instrument that sounds like a Bao, but has an extended range, more than what the Bao is allowed to play. So I kept searching for something with an extended range that was similar to a Bao. And I ended up stumbling upon a website called Taobao, which was promoting someone who made the Xiaowu. The process of how I obtained it, I'll go into more details later, but I ordered it, and lo and behold, in 2 months it arrived at my doorstep. I've been very happy with it. It's quickly become one of my favorite instruments alongside Native American flute and the ocarina. And so, yeah, it's a beautiful instrument, really. To talk a little bit about it, it measures about 45 centimeters. This one specifically. And it's tuned to the key of G. That's what it sounds like. I'm going to play the full scale so you can hear it. Let's give it a go. It's a lot of fun. The way this is designed follows the natural position of the fingertips, and it's very comfortable. I don't have fairly large hands. Some people have told me I have quite slender fingers. A lot of smaller instruments like the ocarina, the tin whistle, even a guitar, steel string guitar, it's really hard to adapt to that because my fingers curl in a different manner than most people. Or some people. Actually, I don't think I'm that unique. Point is, for a lot of instruments in a standard size, they do cause me some problems. It has not happened with this instrument. Playing and transposing different songs to it has become quite a favorite pastime of mine. And yeah, it's quickly become one of my favorite instruments alongside the Native American flute at this point. We'll play a song here in a second. Now, let's move on to another Xiaowu. This one, I believe, is in the key of E. Let's take this out. Yep, this is the same scale notation that comes with all Xiaowu. I believe they all say the same thing. Here is the mouthpiece section, and here is the bottom section. This, and we can connect it. Alright, now he's got to give these a good wipe down before doing anything. Alright, so far this one is about done, and we'll give this one a good go as well. So the key of E is here. May have to blow a little harder for this. Already, this sounds much deeper, and that's the way I like it. Make a joke of that if you will. Let's take a quick inspection here. Ah, yes. Here we go, this is the free read. That is what makes the sound. Works just like a harmonica or an accordion. There's also a bit of foam in there. Actually, I'm not entirely sure what it's made out of. Either way, the moisture does tend to be a bit of a bother to the reeds. What is advised to do, what is best advised to do for these instruments is placing a bit of foam there so the moisture doesn't go through. The G Xiaowu already has one on both ends. These pieces of foam are breathable, of course. What I personally recommend is taking a bit of the extra foam that comes here and inserting a larger piece. I mean, you can use the entire thing if you want, but it's not always advisable. What the benefit of this as well is that it shortens the pressure that you need to apply to actually make sound in the instrument. Sorry for the squeaking. Okay. Good enough. My bad on that last part. Yeah, it sounds great. Tone holes are obviously more spaced as it is a larger instrument. You do need a bit more of a stronger breath for it to go through to make the sound. Aside from the little mount at the back compared to the one tuned to G, this Xiaowu is very, very comfortable as well. Doesn't take much to hold it, honestly. It's really light. Only a few grams, maybe. I like it. Like it a lot. We'll try a few tones with it as well. Alright, now the next one here is a little different. It is, once again, surprise, surprise, a Xiaowu. The thing about this one here, though... Oh, wow. Wow, this one... Wow, this is... Okay, this is very nice. This one is a special edition one. At least that's what I was told. However, the actual material is also quite different compared to the these. I understand these are a type of steel, and this one is a... They call it artificial glass. Plastic. Let's inspect it. Ah. See, this one's a little different. Yeah, it definitely works a little different. It seems like the air pressure comes in from the top and then pushes down. Other than that, though, it's quite nice as well. Looks like a saxophone or clarinet mouthpiece. Very nice, very nice. Pressure fits well as here too. I mean, if you force it, yeah, it'll slip off, but other than that, seems to work quite nicely. Just told to be extra careful when cleaning this one. Don't want to get rid of any of the markings. Okay, so this one, as it is painted on here, is in the key of D. Smaller, lighter. Don't think that should be any problem to us. Let's hear the standard note. Very high pitched. Actually quite a bit louder than the other two, honestly. Maybe that's just me based on the amount of air pressure that I'm applying to it. But the Xiaowu is very nice. Grip's a little small, but I don't think that's gonna be a problem. See the scale. Okay, this one I actually quite like. To get, especially with the steel Xiaowus, they've actually given me a little bit of difficulty on the higher notes to play, you know, a thorough, loud, I guess, in layman's terms, a fairly loud tone, especially on the higher notes. I'm not entirely sure why that is. Some say it is because you do need to apply either more pressure to the reed, or it has to be bent a certain way. I don't want to bend the reeds. I don't want to touch them. This one, however, I'm assuming it is because of the design of the internal reed. I like it a lot. It sounds quite nice. It's quite lively. Let's try a song with it. We'll set this one aside as well. And let's move on to the final Xiaowu. A little stubborn here. Come on now. Oh. From what I understand, this one was also a special edition. I think this was the one that I saw in a video from mainland China that kind of got me interested in learning how to play them. And it's quite beautiful holding it now. I'm going to assume it has the same design as the other one. It does. So we can see the reed here with the clarinet design. I'm assuming this is actually what makes the tones a little more sharper, especially at a higher pitch. I don't want to damage it. When I first saw this instrument, I thought it was a PVC pipe with like holes drilled through it and stuff like that. Seems to be either 3D printed or definitely had a lot of CAD work on it. I really do love this design specifically. Some sort of plant or grass or something. It's beautiful. Actually looking at it closely as well, seems like some of these have been epoxied on. Doesn't seem to be a problem. See how it sounds. They sound really nice. I'm not gonna lie. I absolutely adore the sound that they make. Let's play a few more tunes. I'm really liking these. I'm really liking these a lot. So yeah, it's definitely quite quite the instrument to enjoy. I really like all of them. I'm really glad I managed to find them. Professor Lee, if you do see this, I'm very happy that you were able to fulfill my request. I'm proud to be an owner of these instruments. You've done an excellent job, and I hope to do what you did back home in promoting not only the music that can be created but the instruments themselves. I hope that you achieve more successes along your life. I wish you the best as well. Now that I've gone over all of the aspects of the instrument, you're probably wondering, okay, well, you've talked about it enough. How do I get one? Good question. I managed to find it by chance by looking into Extended Bao. I don't remember the website, but either way, there was a page in Chinese that mentioned the patents of the Xiaowu. From there, I started researching into it, and I eventually stumbled upon the website Taobao, which is a online marketplace in China. It's very similar to Amazon, essentially. I believe it was in page 7 that these instruments had popped up. I realized there were a lot of restrictions, not only in terms of translation, but also in terms of actually ordering. Unfortunately, Taobao doesn't ship outside of mainland China. If it does, please correct me. But as far as I could tell, it was very restricted to mainland China. I felt like I was a little stumped regarding that aspect until I discovered there is actually a workaround for that. There is a website called Superbuy that actually allows you to order things from mainland China and they ship them to you. But you have to work with a shopping agent. The shopping agents over at Superbuy are the ones that will work with you to get what you want. The way it works is that you go to the website Superbuy and you first have to make an account. So you put in your email, password, and then you're good to go, essentially. And then from there, you're free to use the Superbuy website as you want. Now, in order to obtain what you're looking for, you need to know the phonetic name of the purchase or the Chinese characters. So to look for a Xiaowu, you have to spell out Xiaowu, Xiaowu. If not, you have to put in the 2 characters that make up the word Xiaowu. From there, based on whatever comes up in the search, you select what you're looking for, add it to the cart, and you have to pay a local delivery fee to get the order into either of the 2 warehouses, the Hong Kong or the Guangdong warehouses that Superbuy has. I always use the Guangdong warehouse because they're pretty cool. They're pretty neat. You can also pay a separate inspection fee. I always get that, and it's honestly not a bad deal. It's actually fairly cheap, only a few cents. It's worth it because there, in the inspection, you get to see the objects handled by people that are essentially asking you, is this what you want? Is this what you're looking for? If you say yes, then you submit your purchase for shipment. Once you submit your purchase for shipment, you're able to send it off to a shipping line of your choice. You can also add coupons to shipping, and then from there, you're able to send it off to receive it. I always use SF Commerce Express. They do take about 15 to 20 days to deliver. Not a bad deal at all. It's fairly cheap as well compared to something like DHL that ships out of China. So they're doing the best they can. Not a bad service at all. You do have to pay the shipping to the warehouse and the inspection, and then the shipping to your house from their warehouse. The good thing about that is if you don't want to add your bank account for a money transfer or your credit card, you can just do everything through a PayPal account, which is honestly the safest option. So yeah, there you go. Not only for purchasing a Xiaowu, but purchasing anything else from mainland China. I'd personally like to thank everyone who helped me get all of my purchases from over there. Evan Liu, Darcy Lee, Annie Fang, Anthony, Yuna, Ava, Kathy He, Abby Wing, Dina Hua, and finally Cece Lee, who was the person who helped me obtain my first Xiaowu. All of you at Superbuy are amazing. You've done an excellent job in providing me quality services and helped me get what I wanted. And you all have made a musician very happy with these. So thank you. Thank you very much for this. I apologize if this video is a bit long. I really wanted to get all of this information out so more people know about this instrument, and I do hope that it does leave an impact on people who want to practice music. The Xiaowu is a fairly easy instrument to utilize, and it's quite nifty. It feels great in the hands, and you can play quite a lot of music with it. I honestly do recommend people try it. I will be doing my best to keep up with the musical covers over time. These do take a while to produce, so it is the 29th of December. Hopefully I can have this out before the end of the year. If not, then we'll see how it goes next year. I'll be able to put this video out, and then everyone will be able to see and hopefully appreciate what it is that I do. That's everything for now. Hope y'all have a wonderful New Year's, and let's look forward to 2022, let's hope things get better. I will do my best on my part to provide you with quality information and music. So long, have a wonderful day, night, whatever it is that you are. Stay safe, and see y'all later. Peace.